Welcome back everyone. The last two screencasts we covered adding your content and then also using your content to actually build your profile page. So we've covered those two. This webcast is going to look at setting up your eJournal and populating that with content. So this should be pretty neat. So we've chosen the portfolio area. This time we're going down to our Rel's journal page that's been set up for us. We can click that. And you'll see at the moment it's already populated with some of your profile information. These little arrows show you that boxes are retractable. And if I choose edit this page, I'll quickly show you how you can change some of that content. You can certainly even change the layout if you want to get really creative. Lots of different ways you can lay out your content. Okay, lots of things you can do within there. Okay, but we've chosen edit. Let's say I want to change the profile information. I can just click on the configure tool and I can choose what it is that I want to show or what it is that I don't want to show. Would be great to have your school web address there, obviously. So I can make any changes, make sure you're showing your profile picture and make sure you're showing your email address. I've chosen retractable. Click on save. And you'll see straight away those changes have been made. That email address is there now. I've shown my web addresses. Cool. This box asks you to, and again I'm going to configure it. It asks for you to get rid of any text in there, and you can pop in your fan and your best contact details if you haven't already done so. Add an emoticon if it takes your fancy. You can add an image. Again, always remembering to choose the save. Okay, so that change has been made. There are some instructions for uploading your video. When you don't require that box, you can just delete that. So the video, it's a 2-minute video of your place and space and your voice. I recorded mine just using my mobile phone. You could use your computer, you could use whatever it is that's the best option for you in your place and space. What I did then was just emailed it to myself from my phone. You might need to plug a cable in or do something like that. That technical side, I can't control all of those elements, but eventually you'll have that video somewhere on your computer, on OneDrive, on a thumb drive, and all you'll do is you'll go to configure and you'll browse for that. Okay, and you'll just be a matter then of you locating where it is that you saved that clip. Let's see whether I've got an ugly one. Here we go. I saved mine on my desktop. There is a limit to the size, 50 meg. You'll see once it's been uploaded, there's usually a little message to let you know. I might make it retractable. So here's my recording sitting there. I'm going to select it and choose save. And whoa, check out that. Anyway, if I click on play, God knows what this is. It looks like I was filming myself in a conference, which is a really awkward angle. Let's zip through it. So that's a mess, but you get the idea that it is going to work without too much drama. So we've done the profile, we've got your video up there. That's awesome. Can't wait to see and hear you and your place and space. That's going to be fantastic. We've got some information here about your fan and so on. And then we've got some information about posting a journal post. But before we do that, we're going to make sure that we can get your map in. So bear with me for a moment. Welcome back. I hope you didn't miss me too much. Helen's going to send out some information about how you can get a map showing your place and space unless you're able to crack that code yourself. Let's go on to the journal itself, which is your personal reflective blog. that you would have received some information I put together on. Again, we've included some instructions which can be deleted once you no longer require them, but let's follow those through together. It says go to the Contents tab, then Journal, can do that. Click on the Reels Journal and then click New Entry, can do that. Enter your post, enter your fan number in the tags field, and also your topic code separated by commas, and save that entry. So let's follow those instructions together. So we'll go to the Contents tab. There it is. Then I think it was in Journals. We've got the Reels Journal, so I'm going to choose New Entry. I'll give my title. So let's call it, now there were some further instructions, weren't there? And I can't remember what they were, so I'm going to have to go back and have a look at those. Portfolio, my Reels Journal page. Okay. Fan number in the tags, new entry, we were there. Okay, and they appear below here. I wonder if I just clicked on edit this page, and if I went down the page, I could just choose new entry this way. Let's try that. That looks easier. Okay, so this is going to be entry 1. I'm going to put today's date on there, which is the 28th of July. There was some information about the tags. You see these here? That's going to allow us to search things up. So whatever the course code is, EDUC96, whatever it might be, we can pop that in there. But let's have this as our first entry. So I'm going to say, you know, welcome everyone to my first attempt at blogging. And we're using the PowerNet eJournal tool. So here's how I'm feeling, you know, at the moment, you know, as I embark upon my studies. Equal measures of anxiety and anticipation. Okay. Let's save that entry. Now, dating is really important. So that's what it looks like. I mean, it's a very small blog entry. It's been published. I could unpublish it, I could edit it, I could trash it. But what does it look like? Well, to find that out, again, back in your portfolio, if we go to my Fake Identities Journal page now, you'll see I've got my video. That's a shocker. I can hear you laughing from here. But I've got my first entry there, right? So that's neat. And if I was visiting, I could click on comments and I could give some feedback to that. I could like it. It's my own. I could place some feedback. Mark, you are a brave man. And I could give it a star rating. You know, that's definitely 4 stars, and place feedback. Do you see what's happened there? And again, if I go to my portfolio and I choose that journal page, all of those little bits and pieces are pulled together. So here's my first entry, entry 1. If I want to add another entry, just from this page, edit this page, go down to the journal itself, and all I've got to do is click on new entry. This is entry 2. I'm going to give this a heading this time. I'm going to give it a date and a heading. So let's say I was doing this tomorrow, because I'm that good. I can actually write into the future the 29th of July, and this time I'm going to have a heading because I'm getting a bit sophisticated. And it's called Challenges and Opportunities. Challenges and Opportunity. Simple editing tools, I can choose from paragraph, let's give that a heading 1, and I can certainly use a little bit of color. Then I can move into the main body of my text, and within here I can tell my reflective story. Easy. Don't forget to save. Don't forget to tag it with your course. And to see the whole thing, so you can see bits of it here, this is the journal in its pure sense, yeah? And then it's pulled together in the portfolio. So the journal lives as a part of the content that you're creating, and the portfolio pulls those together. So that's what it looks like on the journal page, which has got the other elements of your profile, your video, your fan, one day your map, and look, entry 2 is there. Beautiful, and a spelling error. Okay, now to get rid of this grey stuff, just edit. If you no longer need the instructions, you can just trash those. Okay, and there's some information on sharing those. I'm going to leave those with you, or maybe for another video another day. Good luck, looking forward to reading.